Alright, so we got 3 times negative 4 minus 5 times 9 minus 11 all over negative 9 minus 2 minus 3, right? So we're going to simplify this to basically end up with one number. We think about the order of operations, PEMDAS, parenthesis, exponents, multiply, divide, add, subtract, and go from left to right. We cannot divide anything until this top has been turned into one number and the bottom has been turned into one number. So the first thing we need to do is just simplify the top, and it'll become one number, and then simplify the bottom, it becomes one number, and then we just divide the two numbers, right? So I'm just going to say, let's start by simplifying the bottom just for fun. It's negative 9 minus 2 minus 3. What does that give you? Sure. Sure. Yeah, you can go, so change your subtraction to plus negative. Blam, blam, if you want, like that. Blam, blam. And we have negative 9 plus negative 2 plus negative 3. Yep. So, yeah. So 9 negatives plus 2 negatives is 11 negatives. And 3 negatives more, that's 14 negatives. Negative 14, right? Another way of doing that is, let's say you're diving below the sea. You go down, you dive down 9 meters. And then you dive down another 2. That brings you to, 11 meters below sea level. Then you dive down another 3, and now you're 14 meters below sea level, right? Or you could say, I spent $9, then I spent $2, then I spent $3, now I've spent 14 altogether. So, So, in any case, that's negative 14. Now the top, 3 times negative 4 minus 5 times 9 minus 11. So, we have something to figure out inside of a parentheses. We've got to follow the order of operations. So inside this parentheses, there's 9 minus 11. What does that make? Right. So positive 9. You have $9. You spend $11. You're in debt by 2. Or you can go blam, blam. 9 positives, 11 negatives, 2 negatives. Right? All right. So look at this carefully. There's a 3 times negative 4, subtract 5 times negative 2. Okay? So there's a multiplication here, and there's multiplication here. We've taken care of our parentheses. There's no exponents, but now we do need to multiply. Okay, so we need to do this multiplication, then this multiplication, and then we can add or subtract. So let's start with this multiplication. What's 3 times negative 4? Yes, negative 12. And what's negative 5 times negative 2? Right. Negative 5 times negative 2 is positive 10. So you can just write down plus 10. The other thing is some students like to change the subtraction to plus negative. You can always do that. Blam, blam. Now it says, plus negative 5 times negative 2. Plus. And negative 5 times negative 2 is just 10, right? So, in any case, you should have negative 12 plus 10. Now, what does that make? 12 negatives, 10 positives. Negative 2. Good. So, the top becomes negative 2. The bottom became negative 14. We have negative 2 over negative 14. Let's start with figuring out what the sign of this fraction should be. It's a negative divided by a negative. It should be positive, yep. So you can just write for fun 2 over 14, right? Now, can we simplify that? Right? Go ahead. Good. 2 into 2 goes once. 2 into 14 goes 7 times. And we get 1/7. Perfect. And just for fun, I'm just going to do that another way. Negative 2 over negative 14. I'm going to go divide by negative 2 on the top. Divide by negative 2 on the bottom. So, just for fun, what's negative 2 divided by negative 2? Yep. Yep. Yeah, positive 1. Yep. What's negative 14 divided by negative 2? Positive 7. Yep. So, that's another way of doing it, but yep. Good. So, answer is 1/7. Great job. Great job.